Hello children, welcome to the online class of St. Joseph. Today I am going to take Standard 7th English 1. This is the continuation of the first lesson, the Rumpiest story. In the last video I explained you how a little girl named Alice Rumpiest, who was living around by the sea along with her grandpa, had a great time doing artistic work. As her grandpa was an artist, they came from America in a sailing ship and settled down in America. And there his grandpa, he used to do this carving of Indians for the shops to keep it outside, as well as he used to do many figurettes for the ships also. I explained you, and his grandfather always told her that you must do something to make the world more beautiful. And Alice also promised her grandfather that when she will grow up, she will go to faraway places and visit the faraway place, and when she is old, she will come back and settle down near the seashore. Again, her grandpa always has to remind her that you must do something to make the world more beautiful. But Alice never knew what she has to do. Later on, as she grew up, she went to work in a faraway places. She worked in a library there. She read lots of books. She helped the people with the books. From that book, she learnt about the faraway places. And after a time, she thought that it's the time to visit the faraway places. And she visited many places. She visited to many tropical islands where there are long sea beaches and all. And wherever she went, she made very good friends, and always they always remained her best friends like that. So once when she visited the Lotus Island, there when she was trying to climb the camel, she slipped off and hurt her back. What happened after hurting her back? She was not able to travel anymore. So she remembered her second promise to settling down by the sea. So she came and settled down by the seashore. From a footstep, from her door, she was able to see the sun coming and going out and all. She was able to see. So that way she enjoyed that she has fulfilled the two promises. But now there is something one she has to do. What was that? That was to make the world more beautiful. Otherwise she was perfectly very happy for what she has done. Now let's continue. I stopped here. Now we are going to continue from here only. See, Miss Rumpiest was almost perfectly happy. But there is still one more thing that I must do, she said. I have to do something to make the world more beautiful. She has to do something to make the world more beautiful. But what? The world already is pretty nice, she thought, looking out over the ocean. Now she was always wondering, what can I do to make this world more? Already the world is so beautiful. However, the next spring, Miss Rumpiest was not very well. Her back was bothering her again. She had to stay in bed most of the time. Now, as she got her back hurt, she was on the bed most of the time, and she was not feeling well to go for a walk or around somewhere like that. She was completely on the bed, taking rest. But when she settled down near the sea, she planted some seeds of flowers around a stony ground. In front of her house are the stony grounds where there she planted some seeds. So while she was on the rest by the time, but the flowers that she had planted the summer had come up and bloomed in spite of stony ground. She could see from her bedroom window blue, purple and rose colored lupines. Now which flower she has planted? She has planted lupine flowers. Lupine flowers, it has very bright blue color, purple color, nice pink color, and this flower it really looks very beautiful. And in spite of this, she planted them on the stony ground. But even though it was a stony ground, that flowers bloomed very beautifully, and that she could see from her bedroom window. Lying down from that, she could see the flowers growing. Lupines. See, lupines, said Miss Rumpiest with satisfaction. I have always loved lupines the best. I wish I would plant more seeds this summer so that I have still more flowers the next year. Now she was thinking that again I will plant more lupines so that I can have more of the lupine flowers near my area, near my house. But she was not able to. After a hard winter, spring came. After a hard winter, spring season came. Miss Rumpiest was feeling much better. Now she could take walks again. Now after a long rest, after the hard winter and all, she took a complete rest, and after that when the spring season came, she felt little much better. Now she can go for a walk. Her back was not bothering her that much. So she went for a walk. One afternoon she started to go up and over the hills where she had been in a long time. And one afternoon she had been gone for a long walk. I do not believe my eyes, she cried when she got to the top. For there on the top side of the hills was a large patch of blue and purple and rose colored lupines. What she had seen, see, she planted the lupines only around her house, around her veranda. The grony stones were there, only there she planted the lupine flowers. But she went for a walk on the other side of the hill. On the other side of the hill, she could see large patches, everywhere she could see the lupine flowers, blue color, purple color, pink color flowers grown all over. And she was here, this might have been, what she thought. It was the wind, she thought. As she knelt in delight, actually she was so happy. This might be the wind. You learn in science, no, the dispersal of wind, air and birds. They used to dispersal the seeds. Same wise, the lupine seeds had been dispersal by the wind, either by the birds or something. And she was so delighted, so happy that she knelt down in happiness. And she was wondering, it was the wind that brought the seeds from my garden here, and the birds must have helped. Then Miss Lupines had a wonderful idea. When she saw these things, she got a wonderful idea. What idea she got? Let's see. She hurried home and got her seeds catalogs. What is a seeds catalogs? Catalogs means it's a booklet. You might have seen the catalogs of any machine, something, machinery catalogs or some grocery catalogs. Same way, there is a seed catalog also. She got the best seed catalog. She sent off to the very best seed house for 5 bushels of lupine seed, and she went to a seed shop where they sell seeds and all that. She went and she took 5 bushels of seeds. 5 bushels of seeds. Now what is this 5 bushels? Bushels is a weighing in kilograms. According to Indian kilogram, it is almost like 25 kg. So she bought 5 kgs of 5 bushels. In that means 125 kg of lupine seeds she bought. All that summer, Miss Rumpius, her pockets full of seeds, wandered over fields and headlands, sowing lupines. She scattered the seeds along highways and down country lanes. Now at all this summer, when the summer is there, at that time what Miss Rumpius, she filled her pocket full of this lupine seed and she scattered it like that. जैसे पूरी जगह पे scatter के, she scattered it. Where all she scattered? See, along the highways, you might have seen the highway roads, and also the two areas used to be very green. So around that highway road, she used to country lanes. She flung handfuls of them around the schoolhouse, and around the schoolhouse also she used to just flung it. I said फेंक देती थी, पूरा हाथ भर के flung करते थे. And at the back of the church, she tossed them into hollows and along stone walls. And now if there is any hole up it, she used to put there also. Along stone walls also she used to put. Her back didn't hurt her anymore at all. Now her back was not paining well. Seeing her, people called her the crazy old lady. Now what is the people used to see? She used to be throwing all the seeds, and everywhere she used to carry her pockets full of seeds, and she used to be going on throwing here and that. The people around that side, the children playing and the youngsters, they all used to get, पागल बुढ़िया आ गई, देखो क्या पागल काम कर रही है, सब जगह ये क्या कुछ तो फेंकती जा रही है. मतलब they were like teasing her. They called her the crazy old lady. But she didn't mind. She went on throwing the seeds of the lupine everywhere, wherever she could. She used to go for a long walk, and all the way she used to go on throwing the lupine seeds. Fields and hillsides were covered with blue and purple and rose colored flowers. They bloomed along the highways and down the lanes. The bright patches lay around the schoolhouse and at the back of the church. Down in the hollows and along the stone walls grew the beautiful flowers. Now wherever she had thrown, the highways, the church backyard, in the school ground, and wherever she threw, all that area, what grew up? the lupine flowers, the bright blue color, purple color, pink color flowers, and very beautifully looking flowers all over the area. It grew and it looked very beautiful. Miss Rumpius had done the third thing and the most difficult thing of all. Now she has completed all the three things she has promised to her grandpa. First one was to settle down in a faraway, to visit the faraway place. Then to settle down by the seashore when she is old. And the third thing was to make the world more beautiful. Now by growing the lupine flowers, she really made the area look very beautiful. Now really that area was looking very beautiful with that colorful lupine flowers. My great aunt, Miss Alice Rumpius, is very old now. Her hair is very white. She indeed lived long to see the beauty of what she had done. For every year, there are more and more lupines, and that is why they call her the lupine lady now. Now this lady is very old. Her hair all turned into white. She has become very old. She is very weak, but she lived a long life to see what she has done. She throwed the lupine areas, but later on it grown on to everywhere, every places it was beautifully covered with the lupine flowers. And now people lovingly called her the lupine lady. See how once she was called Alice by her grandfather, then she came to known as Miss Rumpius. Then later on she got a criticizing name of a crazy old lady, but when she did something to make the world beautiful, she was identified as the lupine lady. Sometimes my friends stand with me outside her gate, curious to see the old lady who planted the fields of lupine. When she invites them in, they come slowly. They think that she is the oldest woman in the world. Now this Miss Rumpius has become very old. So sometimes along with the author, they used to go to meet this Rumpius lady, this old lupine lady. So they behave in such a manner that she is a very delicate thing. She is the oldest woman. So very softly they go in and listen to her of the faraway stories and everything, wherever she went. She often tells a story of faraway places. When I grow up, I tell her, I too will go to faraway places and come home to live by the sea. That is all very well, little Alice, says my aunt, but there is a third thing that you must do. So what Alice used to do, even our author's name is Alice also. Okay, so what she used to do, aunt, when I will grow up, I will also visit the faraway places, and I will also settle down in the sea, by the seaside when I will get old. But our aunt in return, she used to say the same thing what her grandpa told her. She used to say that you must do something to make the world more beautiful. Now what is that, I ask? You must do something to make the world more beautiful. All right, I say, but I don't know yet what that can be. But even she don't know how she can make the world beautiful. So from this lesson what we learned is that we all should have a desire of doing something. We should do something to make our own identity. Before leaving this world, we should do something to make this world more beautiful. So I hope that you understood this lesson. When you get your textbook, you please read it and it will help you. And in your WhatsApp group, I will send you the notes about this lesson. Okay children, thank you. Take care.